Hello and welcome to the Warrior Fitness Challenge, brought to you by the 56th Force Support Squadron's Bryant Fitness Center. I'm Captain Ed Spivak, the EOD Flight Commander, and today I'm going to bring you through the series of events and challenges that you're going to face during this Warrior Fitness Challenge. The very first event that you're going to be facing is a 1-mile ruck. During that ruck, you're going to encounter a series of obstacles. For that ruck, you're going to have a 50-pound pack plus a 20-pound body armor while carrying an M4 rifle. Well, your first challenge of event 1 is making it through the entire course with your body armor, pack, and weapon. The first obstacle to that challenge is making it up this steep hill behind me. Go up at a nice, steady pace. It's going to be more painful than it looks.
You guys get up the hill, let's go left, all right? Come on. You go.
The next challenge for event 1 is not so much a physical one as it is a skill and accuracy one. After you finish making it up the hill and make your way down here, you're going to get through the gates to the EOD demolition range where you will put down your M4s that you're carrying. One member will be handed an M4 paintball gun. They will stand up to the line, put on their mask, and engage the targets that are at 15, 25, and 35 yards. They are only allowed to shoot while the remaining members of their team are in the front-leaning rest position. If a member needs to take a break and goes to a knee, the person with the gun is not allowed to engage targets. They only have 10 rounds to hit each of the 3 targets one time.
Safety's off, you're ready to fire. 10 shots. You can't shoot. All right, go for it. Stop shooting. Push up position. All right, continue. Next shooter. Get the man. Push up position. On fire, ready to go. 10 rounds. Take your weapon. Move on to the next obstacle.
After you all finish engaging the targets with the paintball guns, you'll put down the paintball gun and pick back up your M4s. You'll come over to where there is a team leader down. You're going to get that team leader onto the stretcher and carry him for 200 yards to the helicopter evacuation zone. The dummy in the bomb suit weighs approximately 250 pounds.
Come up there, slide him in. All right, sit around the helicopter, go to your next target.
So after you get your team leader inside the helicopter, you're going to start to maneuver your way back to main base. On your way back, you're going to encounter these grape rows, which are commonly encountered in Afghanistan in the agricultural areas. You're going to make your way up and down over each one of these on your way towards the finish line. The very last challenge of event 1 is climbing over this 6-foot wall. You must get your entire team over the wall with your weapons, body armor, and packs. Your packs are considered sensitive items, so please do not throw them or drop them as they go over, but hand them down on the other side. Your time will stop after your entire team makes it over the wall with all of their gear. Event number 2 consists of 7 challenges. The first of these 7 challenges is a memorization. You're going to be shown a card or a picture and you have to remember that information for the duration of the event. The second challenge for event 2 is the rope bridge crossing. In order to get across that rope, you can either go underneath it, hanging from your feet and using your hands to pull underneath, or go on top of it using the ranger crawl. Both of those styles will be demonstrated here.
All right, guys, come on. Rope bridge. One at a time on the rope.
This is a demonstration of how you go under the rope as you cross. Every member of the team must go across. Only one person is allowed on the rope at a time. This is a demonstration of the ranger crawl across the rope. Challenge 3 is the 155 projectile carry. The projectile weighs approximately 85 pounds. You're going to have to carry it 50 meters down and 50 meters back, totaling 100 meters altogether. After the first 2 members go, you're going to hand off the ordnance items to the next 2 members. Everybody must complete this obstacle, carrying the ordnance both down and back. Challenge number 4 is the low crawl through the mud pit. It's essential that you do not wear your good Metcons or Nanos for this, because they will be destroyed by the time you finish. The 5th event is the BDU toss. The BDU is a practice bomb that's used on our range that weighs 25 pounds. You're going to take the BDUs and you're going to toss them 10 feet from one jersey barrier over the next jersey barrier. After you're complete, you're going to jump through the middle over to the other side and then toss them back to 10 feet again. The 6th challenge is the maneuver under fire. This is taken from part of the Marine Combat Fitness test, which you can search online to figure out and get more detailed explanation. We're about to talk you through the movements right now. This challenge begins with a 25-meter sprint going directly into a 25-meter high or bear crawl. After you complete the 25-meter bear crawl, you're going to go through a serpentine run, running to the outside of each cone until you reach your partner at the end of the serpentine. You will then pick him up and drag him around the first 2 cones. After his heels pass the second cone, you're going to pick up your partner into a fireman's carry and run directly back to the starting line. The member that was just carried will then pick up 2 ammo cans and run the entire length of the course, going through the entire serpentine at the end. After you pass the last cone of the serpentine, 10 hand release push-ups will be completed. Once you complete your push-ups, pick up the ammo cans, run back through the serpentine and to the starting line. It's at this time that you will switch positions with your two team members. While 2 of your 4-person team are running the obstacle course, the other 2 will be doing ammo cam presses. The required range of motion is the ammo cam must clear below your chin and then the top of your head in each press. You have to complete 100 of these to get full points. The 7th challenge of event 2 is the tire flip. This tire weighs 525 pounds. It's a little bit heavier than your traditional tire. It is going to require a full team effort to flip it the full 50 meters, 25 down and 25 back. You've now completed all the physical challenges of this event. After you finish the tire flip, you're going to run down to the finish line. At the finish line, we're going to ask you to recall the information that we gave you at the very beginning of event 2. There will be a 30-second time penalty if you do not provide the correct information. The third and final event is going to be a team event using a barbell, kettlebell, pull-up bar, box jump, and burpees. We're going to run through the sequence of events now. Your workout will be 65 front squats at 135 pounds for males, 95 pounds for females. 65 kettlebell swings at 2 pood or 72 pounds for males, 1.5 pood or 53 pounds for women. 16 lateral partner over burpees. 65 hang power cleans at 135 pounds, 95 pounds for women. 65 push press single kettlebells at 1.5 pood for male, 1 pood for females. 16 lateral partner over burpees. Then 65 chest to bar pull-ups. Then 65 box jumps, 30 inches for men, 24 inches for women. 16 lateral partner over burpees. 65 hand release push-ups. 65 Pendlay barbell rows at 135 pounds for men, 95 pounds for women. And then finally, 16 lateral partner over burpees. Only 2 members of your team may work at one time until they complete the 65 reps, and then the other 2 will step in for the next event. We're about to demonstrate the movements, full range of motion requirements, and what will count as a no rep. For a successful completion of the front squat, your hip crease must go below your knees and then stand up until your hips are fully extended at the top. Failure to go below the knees will not count and will count as a no rep. Also, failure to fully extend at the top and only come halfway up will also be called a no rep. The next is the kettlebell swing at 2 pood. In order for your repetitions to count, you must swing the kettlebell down and then fully lock it out above your head. Failure to get the kettlebell fully above your head will count as a no rep. For the lateral partner over burpees, you're going to conduct a burpee with your chest hitting the ground, come up off the ground, and then jump sideways over your partner who's on their hands and knees. You're going to complete 16 full repetitions of this, broken up any way you would like. You can do multiple at a time or do them individually. For the hang power clean, you must first pick up the bar and fully extend the hips before you begin the movement. After your hips are fully extended, you dip down with the bar above the knees dip, pick the bar up to your shoulder level, and then stand up. Failure to stand up at the end of the movement will count as a no repetition. Also, failure to reach hip extension when picking the bar up off the ground will also count as a no rep. For the push press single arm with the kettlebell, you're going to start with a slightly dipped position with the kettlebell rested on the shoulder and then fully extend up while extending the hips at the same time. Doing a jerking motion where you drop underneath the weight again is not allowed and will be counted as a no rep. For the box jump, you will jump up on top of the box, leaving the ground with 2 feet at the same time. Once you are on top of the box, you will fully extend your hips at the top of the movement before leaving the box. If you jump off the box before your hips are fully extended, it will be a no rep. If you do not extend your hips at any time at the top of the motion, it will also be counted as a no rep. During the penalty barbell row, you must pick the bar up from the ground to your chest for each movement. If you bring your chest below your hips, the movement will not count. If the bar does not touch your chest, it will not count and be counted as a no rep. If the bar fails to touch the ground after each movement, it will be counted as a no rep. For the chest to bar pull-up, the member's chest must touch the bar on every repetition and reach full extension at the bottom. Failure to extend the elbows fully at the bottom will count as a no rep. And failure of the member's chest to touch the bar will count as a no rep. Kipping is authorized during this movement, as well as a butterfly if you have it.